guys, welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to do some repotting. I'm very excited because I have my plant folio potting station here. I recently moved, as we all know, because I've been talking about it, and this was packed away. It made it very difficult for me to repot. I'm so excited to say that today's video is sponsored. This is a really fun one. Ana Luisa, thank you so much for sponsoring today's video. I thought this was a really good time to talk about jewelry and like gifting jewelry because Christmas is only 14 weeks away from the time you're watching this video. 14 weeks. So I don't normally wear jewelry. As you can see from past videos, like I never really have any earrings on or necklaces. What I love about Ana Luisa is that they are a high quality jewelry company without the excessive markups in price. Because if there's one thing I don't do is buy myself jewelry. I leave that up to my husband. They have pieces starting at $39 and up, so really there's something for everybody with Ana Luisa, no matter what your budget is. What I also love about Ana Luisa is they are 100% carbon and water neutral. Recently, carbon and water neutral. So they are really doing their part in leaving a better carbon footprint on this earth that we live on. What's also really fun about Ana Luisa is that they have sets and you can purchase a set for a friend or a family member. I actually picked out this really pretty set. This is the Saya set. It's a necklace and an earring combo and I got this for Mia and it's just super, super cute. It was a perfect little gift for her first day back to school. And then I got this smile necklace for myself and I'm actually wearing it today. Actually, let me zoom you in so you can see it. Isn't that cute? It's so cute and it's so light. And I got this smile necklace because, as a lot of you know, I am a photographer, so I thought it'd be perfect for me to wear to weddings, which is pretty much my day job. I also have a smile tattoo, so it's just fitting. This necklace was $59 and it's actually marked down now to $47.21, so pick that up while they last. I would absolutely recommend checking out Ana Luisa. Be sure to click the link in the description box below to save 10% off of your entire order by using MyCleanLeaves10. And I'll put the code right up on the screen. MyCleanLeaves10. Go check it out. You could pause this video, go check it out, and then come back. So today we're going to be doing some repotting. Listen, I have a lot of plants that are very long overdue. I have a ton of plants outside right behind me. They're off camera, you can't really see them, but you've seen my outside plants in previous videos. I'll link it up here if you want to check that video out. Most are cactus and euphorbia. Actually, that's a lot of what we're going to be repotting today. Well, two of which. I'm repotting 5 plants. I'll show you the plants that I'm going to be doing. I have a Madagascar Palm here, which on very many occasions I thought that this plant was dead because every winter it tends to lose its leaves. So these leaves up here are just so, so pretty. They have that pink stripe down the center, which I love. But this started out probably like this big. And I put it out every summer and it's grown probably double in size every summer. So I've had this for about 3 years now. And it's time to repot because I can see the roots coming out of the bottom of that pot. I also apologize for this lighting. It's very backlit. I'm outside. I'm limited things to work with here. I'm trying to stay in the shade. Time to repot this little guy. So this is gonna go in here. It does have a drainage hole. It's just a plastic pot. I'm transferring these plants that I'm repotting today right into my house after I repot them because then I know that they're free of any bugs and they could just go straight back into the house. They might get a little upset with me, but that's okay. They're all gonna get upset with me in early October when I bring them all in anyway. So we have that one. Then we have this Syngonia Moonlight that Mia got at the store. She brought it home, we went on vacation, and then we noticed when we came back it was covered in mealybugs. So she took it outside, blasted it. They all seem to be gone. Some of the leaves just didn't do very well being outside, but it does have some new growth coming in. So I'm gonna repot this into this pot that she got, which is really pretty. It's a self-watering pot. Then we have this euphorbia, which probably doesn't even fit on camera. Oh, it doesn't. It is so, so pretty. Let me try to show you the top here. But it has all these pretty leaves on it. It branched out all these little babies. And then it has all these babies here. Ooh, and I'm noticing some cobwebs in there. Fun. That's why I have the hose nearby. It needs to be repotted because, I mean, the size of this pot is quite embarrassing. I haven't repotted this in a long time, probably since maybe last summer, so well before the move. The roots are coming out of the bottom already. So time to repot. And now I'm realizing I didn't bring any gloves out because there's some pokey boys on these. Okay, so that is going to go into a pot that currently has another plant in it that I'm taking out. This is Mom's aloe. It's heavy because it was just watered. Not very smart, but that's okay. It has been growing sideways for like over a year because it has all these little babies that are coming in. So I'm gonna pop those out and see if they are attached to the mama plant. I might separate them and just kind of pot them up on their own around it in the same pot. But it's time to upsize this pot. Now the roots might not be that substantial to the size of the pot, but I'm not a fan of how this is just like leaning like this. So I want to get it upright in a pot. And then last but not least, I have my Hoya australis that has been outside all summer. That is huge. The roots are just coming straight through the bottom. Can you see it? Yeah, there it is. And the pot has cracked right down the center. That's how I know that this is busting at the seams. I can also see the roots on the top of the soil. It's not a good thing, you guys. I waited entirely too long for this, but I put it outside in the summer and it just started growing like crazy. There's all this new growth all over it. It had a grasshopper living in it for, I don't know, probably a couple of days. And he ended up eating a couple of leaves that I'm just gonna pop off here. Have my scissors. He went to town. He was munching on it. I did another garden video and it's when we found the grasshopper and someone was like, it looks like he's eating your leaves. And I was like, yeah, you're right. I noticed that afterwards. I thought about it and I was like, oh, he's munching on my leaves. There's also just a few that got some sunburn when I first brought it out. So I'm probably gonna take off those ugly leaves just because I don't like how they look. I mean, it's not hurting the plant, but it's kind of ugly. So I wanna clean it up, give it some fresh soil, and bring it back in the house. Now the soil I'm using today is none other than De La Tanks, of course. It's my favorite soil ever. I do have some Tanks cactus mix here as well that I'm going to be using for my Euphorbia lactea and the aloe. I think that's like a tiger tooth aloe. I could be completely making that name up. I really don't know. We're going in. Okay, so actually a while ago, you guys asked me some questions on Instagram. Ooh, I didn't even think about doing a Q&A, but maybe we'll do a little Q&A. Let's see if I could find it. Okay, I can't find it, so let's just talk about something. Now I'm wondering if I was talking about the furniture delay. I did post on my Instagram page to tell me how long anybody's waited for a piece of furniture in this pandemic. Listen, it's very first world problems, not important at all, like by any means, but it's just a little aggravating. So we got a couch from Ashley Furniture. Let's get to repotting and I'll tell you the story. We're gonna do the Madagascar Palm first. So, ordered a couch from Ashley Furniture. This was back in May 2021. It is September 2021, and they delivered the couch last week. Now, aside from the long delay, I think that this delay has a lot to do with just furniture coming from overseas and COVID, and the process is just a headache because production isn't what it used to be before the pandemic started. So, you know, lack of employees, lack of materials, all that factors into it. But we were told that, you know, it would be a couple of months or whatever for the furniture to come in. My mom calls. These aren't cactus gloves, are they? I don't think so. I don't know where they're at. Let's just do that. Don't try this at home, folks. Yeah, the ones that Adam got me, I think, are still packed. Ouch! Oh, look at those roots. She cute. I'm just gonna drop her in. I don't want to mess with it too much. Ow! Oh, that looks pretty. I love it. Wow, that needed a repot real bad. I don't see any bugs. We're good. Communication's just horrible. Like, for one, the guy that sold her the couch ended up quitting and gave him her cell phone number, and then like he just never returned any calls. It's like, if you're gonna work for a company and you're gonna give out your personal cell phone number, shouldn't you maybe contact the people that you sold furniture to and tell them that you no longer work there? Or when they reach out to your personal cell phone, maybe just shoot them a text and say, I no longer work there. We called for like a week and no reply. So she finally got to somebody else in the store, and they kind of gave her the runaround about, you know, when to expect it. Like, there was like certain pieces of the couch that weren't in because it was a sectional. So like the corner piece was missing or something like that. It was just a headache. Anyway, it ended up coming actually faster than I thought it was going to be. I thought we were going to have to wait a little bit longer, but everything was in stock and it showed up. And listen, this is my thing. Like, I understand businesses are struggling because been there, done that. Why are you selling mass amounts of furniture? Like, you're not even slowing the selling process down at all. And you don't even have the furniture pieces made yet. Like, they're not even built yet, and you're selling them. That takes a while. Shipping takes a while. I don't know. Like, I understand businesses need to continue doing what they're doing and, like, you know, thriving or growing or whatever. I just can't get behind making people wait 4 months for a couch. And that's a good amount of time. I asked this question on Instagram, and I got quite a few replies about how some of you guys waited over a year for furniture. It's just wild that people would have to wait that long, and then not being told that you have to wait that long until they sell you the piece of furniture. Like, some people purchased it, went to go check out, and then it was like, oh yeah, it's going to be 4 months. And it's like, we just spent an hour in the store, looked at all this furniture, and now you're telling me it's going to be this long. So like, some people have no clue how long this is really taking. And it's just obviously it's just an inconvenience. This is not that serious of a problem, but it's just a headache, you know? Anyway, look at how cute. This looks so much better now. She needs a good water. Okay, let's put the label back in because I'm definitely pro label. I love plant folio because when I'm done repotting, I can literally just pick this mat up and dump all the soil into our garden soil bag, and none gets on the table. What else should we talk about? Should we talk about all the crap going on in the world? No, I don't really feel like getting depressed, you know? Syngonium time? Sure. Okay, this is a little damp too. A little water in there. This is the cutest pot though. It's got that little design on it. It's so cute. Okay, well, what's something we could talk about is 9/11. Oh my gosh, I cannot believe that it is going to be 20 years. Well, at the time you're watching this video, 9/11 passed. So it was last week. And it's just crazy to me that 20 years has already gone by since all of this happened. Like, I literally remember right where I was, right when it happened. This isn't a Syngonium. This says it's a Caladium. Okay, whatever. Same family, right? I'm just making sure there's no bugs in here because this is the soil that was at the plant shop that we got it at. Oh, there's a little bit of root rot in here. I'll take that out. It was my freshman year in college, and I remember going to my class, and there was a note on the door, and it said classes are canceled, and I'm like, whatever. And I remember being aggravated because that was the same teacher that did that like twice before that year, and it messed up my day because I didn't have to be there that early. I'm adding some lava stone in with this mix just because I like a chunkier, even though this mix is like super duper chunky. I like just to add a little bit more. It makes the soil go further, you know? Oh, note on the door. So there's a note on the door that pretty much said classes are canceled and due to the circumstances, and we'll see you tomorrow. And I'm like, what? So it turned out that day I didn't have another class after that. I only had that one class that day. So went to school for absolutely nothing, which was aggravating. So I'm mad about that, not knowing what's going on in the world. And then I get in my car, I turn on my radio, and I'm from Chicago, and I don't know if any of you guys remember Eddie and Jobo. They were on B96 at the time, and they were like, they're funny guys. Like, they do the morning show, so they're super funny. And it was, I think the first plane hit at like, what was it, like 8:30 in the morning New York time, so it was like 7:30 Chicago time. Anyway, the time of the day was the morning. I just remember them being like super serious. And I'm like, what are they talking about? You know how when you turn on the radio and you got other things on your mind, like my canceled class and now what am I going to do with my day and why did I wake up so early? Like, I was aggravated about my own dumb shit. I wasn't really listening, and then I started listening, and I remember him saying this could be an attack on the US, and I'm like, wait, what? What the shit's going on? I was living with my then boyfriend's family at the time, and I go there and we turn on the TV, or actually because I think I was the only one that was at the house at that time. No one else was there. So I turn on the TV, and then I remember as soon as I turned the TV on, I remember my mom calling me and being like, a plane hit the World Trade Center in New York. And I'm like, what's the World Trade Center New York? Like, I didn't even know what it was. I seriously always thought like the biggest building down there was the Empire State Building. Like, I didn't really know a lot about New York then. I had never been there at the time. I was just like kind of shocked, like what the heck is happening? So at that point, the first tower had just been hit, and we pretty much all know what happened after that. Like, we watched it all play out on morning news. It was pretty wild. It was wild. Like, battery died. I don't remember where I left off, but anyway, I remember phones weren't the best back then anyways, and service was always patchy, like everywhere. So I remember it being like extra patchy. Like, I couldn't get in contact with people. It was hard to get in contact with people. I could only imagine what it was like out there. I know a lot of you guys watching this are from New York and was there when it happened. If you're up to it, I would love to hear your story in the comments. But my husband's story is obviously a little bit more involved than mine because he is from New York and lived there at the time. Okay, I have this done. I'm wondering if I should cut off these browning leaves because it does have quite a bit of new growth coming in. I'm gonna cut just this one off because it's really ugly, and then it'll give it enough space for that new leaf to come in that's down there. Yeah, you're ugly, bye. I'm gonna top this with some lava stone because I like the look of it. So Jay's family's from Manhattan, and they were all in Manhattan at the time, and I was 19, 18 when it happened, something like that. He was like 23, 22, 23. And he was at his mom's house, and his mom lives on the 4th floor of an apartment, complex in Manhattan. You could see everything from up there, and you could see the Empire State, you can see the Chrysler Building, you could see the World Trade Center. He tells me that he just remembers going up there, and as soon as he got up there, he saw the second plane like hit the second building. I guess he had just got there, like ran upstairs to see what was going on. He said you heard everything rumble, and then the smoke after the buildings fell was just not even like describable. He said everything got dirty, and they're far from it. Like, they're on the Lower East Side of Manhattan. This happened in Uptown, which is downtown. It's downtown? And I don't know the towns of New York. I don't understand it. It's not the same as Chicago. I'm going to top this off with some lava stone too. He's probably like 15 minutes from there, but like when you look, obviously when buildings are that tall and you're on the 4th floor of a building, you could clearly see it. I can't even imagine what that must have felt like or looked like. It probably felt like you were at war, which we were at war. And now we're no longer at war, which is a really weird thing that it took us 20 years to get the hell out of there, And then in 9 days, the whole damn country collapses again. Ugh, it's aggravating, but it's like we couldn't have stayed there forever, Okay, that looks much prettier. I like topping my plants with lava stone just because it gives it this like seamless, pretty appearance. And I like that. And it helps with fungus gnats. And there's a plane flying over the camera. That's what I remember about 9/11. It's also kind of crazy to to feel like 20 years, like you kind of try to put that into perspective, and it's like my kids weren't even around then, you know, and my kids are teenagers now. I was in college. I wasn't a mom. I wasn't married. Like, it's like a lifetime. It's a lifetime ago. And now kids are learning about it in school. But it's also kind of scary because now we're kind of vulnerable to another war with everything going on over there now. It's a little scary. Okay. Euphorbia. It says cobwebs all over the freaking... Oh, you know what I should... Bless you, Mom. You know what I should do? I should probably do this one first, because that's going in this pot. So we are going to get this little scoopy scoop and dig. I'm literally digging it out of the pot. It's in there, man. Holy shit. I mean, the roots on aloe they're seriously like, they're pretty ridiculous, you know. Oh, it's just stuck in there. Oh my God. Look at these roots. Dang. Them some hefty roots there. All right, I'll be right back. I need to clean this out because I'm not putting another plant in here until I clean it out. I have this pot that I'm going to be using for this. I already put my soil in it to save on time. Since, you know, we're just all here for the plants and the roots, right? That's all we're here for. Okay, so I think I'm gonna separate the babies from here. I'm trying to get most of the soil off of here. I don't know if you could see what I'm doing. Yeah, you can. If I see a centipede, I swear to God. There's like rocks in here. Mom's had this for 2 years. And well before we moved her over here from Arizona. So this is an Arizona native. Kind of cool. It started off like the size of one of these babies. I think most of the growth happened in Arizona. It's doing good here. What the fuck? Is that mud? I don't know if I repotted this while I was out there. Did I? Oh, you did. Okay, see this little baby here? You can literally just, you just pop it off just like that, and it should just grow roots. Pretty simple. I don't know if I want to... Ooh, another baby. I'm gonna have to rinse these off with some water. Maybe Mom can do that for me off camera. I want to rinse the babies. Another one. This way, this will kind of start to grow upright instead of off to an angle. Rah. Wow, there's a lot of babies on here. So now this can easily just go right in the pot, and then the babies I will put all around it. I finished it off camera. So here is my mom's little aloe, and I think I'm going to repot the babies. So here's the babies. We have one. Look at how cute. I mean, this is a whole other plant. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 babies that I'm gonna pot in another pot. I won't do it today, but I'll, you know, I mean, I'm not going to do it on camera. I'll do it off camera. But I thought that those were so cute. Well, maybe I'll send them to someone. So we have this done. This needs water. There's a little tip on here that's kind of... Freaking bees. We could talk about that. We found ground bees in our yard. So the other day, my mom had a friend over. And it was night, and I had just got home from a wedding. And Mia texts me, and she says, Grandma found a skunk in the yard. Be prepared. Everybody's screaming. I was like, great. I had just pulled up, just got off home from my wedding, and I come in and my mom's like, Cole, come look, there's a big skunk in the yard. And when she said big, like I thought she was exaggerating. This thing looked like a small dog. Like it was huge. Oh, I have 2 more plants to plant. Okay. I may not be able to get to the oxalis today. I mean, not oxalis. I don't know what oxalis. My Hoya australis. That's going to have to wait. I need more soil. I'm almost out of soil. Time to order more daily tanks. This skunk was so large. It was over by the back of the fence. So like over there. And it looked like it was trying to to just get at something. So I was like, oh, maybe it's pulling out my hostas. I know that they do eat plants, but I'm like, man, this thing's going to town. It was like really like digging. Anyway, long story short, we like sat out there and looked at the skunk for far too long. And then the next morning, my stepdad goes outside and finds out that there was a log over there, like just from a cut down tree, and finds out that there's ground bees in the ground, and it was going for the ground bees because skunks apparently like to eat bees. I washed off my gloves and now they're all wet, and now I don't have any gloves. Oh, mom to the rescue. Okay, I need gloves. I can't handle the pokey boys. I just can't handle them. I just need one. So anyway, she's like, Cole-Ann, we gotta get rid of these. We gotta like soak them out or something. So obviously we don't want to kill these bees. So we're like drenching the area because apparently ground bees prefer dry soil. So it says if you just soak the ground, they will migrate somewhere else. Well, we did that and it didn't seem to work. I don't know. We have an exterminator coming out because we have clover mites in the basement. It's a whole other story. They're pretty much gone, but he's coming back to spray for a second time, and that's happening. Well, when you see this, it'll be happening today. When's the appointment? 20th? Yeah, it's actually happening as you're watching this. So hopefully he can remove them, like take them somewhere else. The reason why we don't want to just leave them alone is because we don't want the skunk to come back, because we have dogs. And if, sometimes we let the dogs out after it gets dark at night and we can't see this guy and they're not that fast. And I just worry that they're going to get sprayed. Yeah, I don't want to hurt the skunk. I don't want to hurt the bees, but I also don't want to deal with stanky ass dogs. Here, let me show you something. See this sand? That's bad. I used to top my plants off with sand, and over time, like over years time, it starts to kind of go down the sides. It's not so much inside the plant, but it kind of goes down the sides of the pot. So that's why you see like all this sand around here. It's not going to really hurt the plant. It's never killed a plant from what I've known. But it's just kind of hard to deal with, and it does keep the soil more moist when you have when you're using sand as like a top dress. So I don't really do it very much anymore. I think it still looks pretty, but I just prefer lava stone. Sorry, this is a really weird angle. It's cute. I got it pretty clean. It's all right. It's got a little baby down there too. Let's take a closer look at it. Look how pretty. There's also some cobwebs in here. I'm gonna have to like blast this out. Do it when I'm done. There's no spiders. It's just yeah, there is. Yeah, there is. There's a big spider in there. Holy. Oh, I don't know what kind of spider that is. Let's see if I could show it to you. I don't think it's gonna pick it up on camera. Can you see it in there? Wait. You see it in there? I'll try to zoom in on it. I don't know if you can see that. Oh, shit. Oh, there it is. Oh, there it is. Where'd it go? What the fuck kind of spider is that? Hope it's gone, because this is going inside. It almost looked like a really big jumpy spider, which is what's getting me paranoid, but no, I think I got it off. And this is why you check your plants before you bring them inside. So yeah, we didn't see the skunk come back. So hopefully he's like, maybe the bees are gone. I still see a few of them flying around over there. But maybe for the most part, they're gone. I don't know. We overturned the log because I think that they either are in the log or they're under it. So I don't know. Top dress time. And then this will be pretty much it for today. Man, that spider was camouflaged. He was hiding all up in that web. Now he's in the grass, living his best life. Probably not. He's probably like, oh my God, I was just uprooted from my only home I've ever known. Pretty. Ow. It's pretty. Okay. Something's in my hand. It's a spine. Why do I like cactus so much? That is all for today. Once again, thank you so much, Ana Luisa, for sponsoring this video. If you haven't already, be sure to check the link in the description box below to save 10% off of your order at Ana Luisa today using My Clean Leaves 10 at checkout. My Clean Leaves 10. I mean, or you don't have to use the code and you could pay full price. Whatever you want to do. It's up to you. Yeah, okay, so I'll see you guys in my next one. Don't forget to like and subscribe.